offer programs on site, which means that all of our programs are offered on a face-to-face, even though we offer also the possibility for online studies while waiting for the visa decision. So the student can start the first semester online while waiting for the visa decision. The professors who are teaching at Macromedia University are not only professors, but they also have industry experience. So they are either CEOs of their own companies, or they are working with big companies and big corporations in Germany and in the international level. And actually, we have more than 500 partner company, which are providing cooperation projects for our students. And just to name few of these partner companies, I can name BMW, Vodafone, Red Bull, and especially Nvidia, which is the biggest company in the world in artificial intelligence and in software in general. And we are very proud to say that we are their exclusive partner university in Germany. This is a great opportunity to our students, because NVIDIA is organizing a lot of projects for our students, and this gives our software engineering and artificial intelligence students the possibility to show what they are capable of with this tycoon of software or IT companies in the world. The programs that we offer for the bachelor level, we have what we call the Creative Programs Department, in which we have 5 programs, which are the media design, interior design, acting, fashion design, and filmmaking. In the management level, we also offer business management, fashion management, business psychology, media and brand and music management. And we have the DTC department, or the digital technologies and coding, in which we have 3 majors, which are the artificial intelligence, software engineering, and UI UX design. In the Bachelor of Science sector as well, we have the Department of Psychology, in which we have 5 majors, which are clinical, criminal, forensic, health, and sport psychology. On the master level, we have management-related programs such as design, business, media, brand, and music management. We also have the digital media business, business psychology, and strategic marketing. In the MBA level, we have 3 majors, which are general management, marketing, and data analytics. The length of studies for the bachelor level is 6 semesters or 3 years. And for the master level, it is either 3 semesters or 4 semesters, depending on the level of the student. The length of the studies for the master level will be decided by our admission team after assessing all the documents of the student. So based on the profile of the student, they will decide whether they are eligible to study 3 or 4 semesters. At Macromedia University, we don't only provide certificates or diplomas, but we also prepare our students to be operational from day one. And that's why we have an amazing career department, which is there to help students with all the needs they have to be first eligible, as I said, to work with big companies by organizing Career Day, which is an annual in-house fair to which we invite all companies that are based in Berlin or in Munich, such as Nvidia, Sony, and a lot of other companies. The career department also organizes many on-site visits to these companies so that students can have an idea about what they expect or what they can expect to when they start working with these companies. They do also the CV coaching and tax advice and business etiquette. These are preparations for our students so that they are successful for any interview or application for a job they will make in the future. Apart from introducing our students to these companies, we found that many students are not looking for possibility to work with a company, but rather to go for their own startup. And that's why we have a dedicated department for that, which is the Startup Incubator. This is a large department which is there to help students free of charge with all the necessary assistance, how to create a company, how to think about the program, the company, and how even to finance it. Do you have any question here? Okay, so the application process at Macromedia is very simple. You just need to collect all the documents of the student and fill out the application form, which is a PDF form I will share with you later of this meeting, and send all of these to me by email, just to my email address. Please make sure you don't submit any application through the website. Otherwise, this application will be considered as direct application. Once I receive this application from you, I will proceed with our admission team, and within a maximum of 48 hours, you will get feedback or the offer letter. So the offer letter for master degree programs may take a maximum of few hours. For bachelor level as well, in few hours, we will give you feedback, because the process for the bachelor level is the following. Once we receive the documents, all the documents of the student, which means the passport copy, high school diploma and high school transcripts, and language proficiency test. Once we receive all these documents, the admission team will ask for an internal entrance exam, which is a Burlington exam done online, free of charge. The student will not have to pay anything for it. And at that time, we will send the login details and also an info sheet PDF, which will include all the details about this test. At that time, the student will have 3 days to take the test. And after completing it within a maximum of 3 to 4 business days, we will provide the last decision and the unconditional offer letter. With the new regulation of APS for students for bachelor level, I'm happy to say that students are eligible to study without any foundation year at Micromedia University after passing the internal entrance exam, even if they have 12 years of education before joining university. For that, we will be required to send a list to the Ministry of Higher Education in Germany, which we call the N-Verfahren or the N process, in which we will put all the details about the students we accepted. And after that, we will need to wait for the Ministry of Higher Education to allocate the ID or the student ID, which will be needed to apply for the APS transcript, not the APS certificate. Because in the APS transcript, it will be mentioned that the student is eligible to study without foundation at Macromedia University. So once the offer letter is issued, the student must sign the contract and pay a minimum deposit of 2,500 euro. However, we advise students, especially from India, to pay the first year upfront to make sure that their visa application is successful. Once we receive this payment, which we suggest that it is paid by Flywire because it is easier and quicker and has no processing fee allocated to it. Once we receive this payment, we will issue the confirmation of enrollment and the visa support letter. Talking about the tuition fee, all bachelor programs have the same tuition fee of 5,500 euro per semester. The tuition fee for master and MBA programs in Munich campus is the same. It is 5,500 euro per semester. However, the master and MBA program in Berlin campus is a little bit more expensive, around 6,840 euro per semester. We do have scholarships that I will be happy to allocate to all EEC students. Once a student gets an offer from us, I will include a scholarship of 10% applicable to the whole duration of the studies, not only the first year. So if we are talking about the student in bachelor level, the 10% will be applicable to the 3 years. And for the master level as well, it will be applicable to the 3 or 4 semesters. Thank you for your attention. I will leave the floor for you now for any inquiries or questions. Thank you again, and I'm here to answer any questions you might have.
Sir, what are your academic requirement like IELTS, PT, or Duolingo requirement?
Okay, so for the IELTS requirement, it is 6.0 for all programs, bachelor and master. We just look at the final grade, which is 6.0. We don't look at individual parts of the test. For visas, I think that Duolingo is not accepted in India. We do accept it for the application processing. We even accept MOI for for the application assessment. However, these will not be accepted for the visa application later. In general, also, you just need to put in mind or to keep in mind that if a student is accepted back home at university, they will be accepted at Macromedia. So if we are talking about bachelor applicants, we are talking about 55% almost. They will be accepted at Macromedia. And if the student is accepted at a master level back home in India, they will be accepted with us.
Hello, sir. I have one question.
Mhm.
I have a question regarding the master's program in business psychology. So,
Mhm.
what stream of students can be eligible for this program? Like either a normal BCom or BBA graduate can apply for this business psychology program?
Yes, yes. We accept from all streams for this master program because there will be an introduction semester almost to everybody so that they have everything they need to succeed in this program. So there is no need to have um, uh, science or mathematics in previous studies. We just need to look at the bachelor diploma and transcripts.
So, what would be the minimum percentage requirement for this course in
As I
bachelor?
said as I said previously, if the student is accepted at a local university in India, I believe it's 55 or 50%, they will be accepted at Macromedia. The only requirement which is extra is for the MBA. So if a student is applying for an MBA program, they must provide a letter from previous employer which shows 12 years of work experience, and this letter should explain the duties of the student or the applicant during this year.
So, sir, minimum for a MBA, what level of experience? Like how many years of minimum experience is
1
required?
year. 1 year.
1 year. Okay.
Mhm. I have a question in the chat. What percentage is required in 12 for bachelor at Macromedia? As I said, it is almost 55%. So if the student is accepted to study bachelor degree in India, they will be accepted to study at Macromedia after, of course, passing the internal entrance exam.
So the courses are available in all the campuses, or it is just specified to one course, one campus?
Almost all programs are available in both campuses. I will share with you the price list in which you will find the availability of every program in every campus and also in every intake.
Thank you so much.
Mhm.
And
The
sir,
3 year.
APS is required at the time of application?
No, APS is not required at the time of application, but before registration or before the start of the intake, the student must provide the APS transcript, not the APS certificate. Because as I said, the APS certificate will mention that the student will need a foundation year or student colleague, but the APS transcript will mention that the student is eligible to study without foundation at Macromedia. For the master level, we will require the APS certificate and not the APS transcript.
Hello, sir.
Hi.
Sir, you talk about internal exam tests. So, what types
Mm.
of questions will be there in the test?
For every program, we have different type of questions. It's a multi-choice test. So you can even find some information about it. It's Burlington test. However, I will share with you and with the students a PDF in which you will find examples of the test. It will be made of two parts, a cognitive test and general information about, for example, if the student is applying for software engineering, the programs, the questions will be aligned with some let's say quantitative skills or something related to mathematics, to IT in general. If they're applying for a business program, it will be different types of questions.
Okay, sir.
Mhm.
So this test is compulsory, sir, for each and every student, either bachelor's or master.
For almost for all, yeah, almost for all Indian students, especially those applying with 12 years of education prior applying to us, they will be required to take the IEE. Only those who finish 1 year of university studies in India will be exempted from this test, but they must have passed the first year of university. So the grades must show that they got the required score to pass the first year. In that case, they will not be required to take the IEE.
Sir, for the job experience that MBA requires for 1 year, does that job experience role have to be a managerial role or a generic role for any related job is allowed as an experience?
Yeah, we would require management position. At least it should show that the applicant had some let's say managerial tasks in that position.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm. The just to mention something, I mentioned the application processing is very quick. As I said, you will see that within just few hours, if you send me the application in the morning, before the afternoon in Germany, you will receive the offer letter or the feedback or the link for the internal entrance exam. So I would advise that if you have any applications, go ahead and send them to me, and our admission team will be happy to assess them. Kedar, I think you had a question. Did you?
Yes, sir. We have a question in chat.
Mm,
So,
mm.
3 years degree accepted for direct masters.
Yes, if these 3 years will allow the students to study in India with it, they will be accepted at Macromedia. But for these students, most of them will be required to study 4 semesters and not 3 semesters. Okay? But as
Okay.
I said, the general or the final decision will be given by our admission team, and uh, they will tell the length of the studies required.
Any gap or age criteria?
The 4 semester criteria you said?
No, I mean, do you accept a gap? If a student completed grade 12 before 10 years, do you accept those students if they have
Oh,
work experience in this 10 years?
we do, however, for the APS now, I think it is no longer accepted for the student to apply with an old diploma. I'm talking about the bachelor level. But for the master level, we have no problem with gaps as long as it is explained in the CV or in a letter what the student has been doing during these years.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, one more
Team,
question.
yeah.
Okay. Sir, I wanted to ask, like, if a person is done, like, wants to change the field of study, like, if a person from a chemistry background wants to come into management background, so
Mhm.
how much difficult would it be for that person to, like, give his or her judgment in the embassy?
Um, That's it. I mean, it all depends on how you present this. So if a student, for example, comes from a background of chemistry and they say that I want to study now business management, this can be explained in a way that I want to not be working as just an engineer, but managing a group of engineers, and that's why I need background of how to manage people or how to manage a company. This can be explained, and I can tell you that we have many students coming to study either MBA or master programs with a background that has nothing to do with management and with business in general. And we even have students applying to the MBA program while having a pharmacist diploma in bachelor level, and they get accepted and they get the visa.
Thank you, sir.
Mhm.
Sir, is it mandatory for a student to have experience if they are applying for MBA programs?
Yes, only for the MBA program. However, if the student does not have an experience and they are applying for the MBA, our admission team will suggest applying for a master program, because without the work experience, they can be accepted for the master program. So at that time, I will advise to switch to the master or the normal master program.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Mhm. Um, I would suggest that you can create a WhatsApp group for the team. You can add me to that group, and I will be happy to answer any questions you might have while having a student in your office, or if you have any quick question, I will be happy to answer it.
Sure, sure. I'll do this today.
Yeah.
We'll do this today. And
Mhm.
thank you so much for the training because it clears all the doubts and we are quite clear about the programs and requirements, fees and scholarship and 12th requirement, everything which is clear. Still we have any doubt, we will definitely reach out to you.
Perfect. Please send me an email after this meeting. I will reply by sending you the application form, the
Sure.
price list, and all the details that I mentioned. Okay.
Okay, I'll do that. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you so much, Mohammed sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.